everybody, I'm Loaf Machines, and in this video, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. Now, as you may know, on this channel, we are mostly a Thomas and Friends channel. Boy, it's a great time to be a Thomas fan, isn't it? But I also have other interests, as you can see by the shelves back there. I don't even think you can see any Thomas stuff. Yeah, no, it's down there. You won't see it. But I'm also into other things, like I just said. So why did I even repeat myself? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I have other interests along with Thomas. And so I really wanted to do a different video aside from Thomas. But I know that this channel is mainly a Thomas channel, so I kind of want to keep it like that. Of course, there's a few videos here and there where it's something different. But in this one, I'm going to be mixing the two. That's right. It's going to be two interests that I'm interested in. Thomas and programming. So in this video, I'm going to be creating a Thomas... I keep saying in this video. I should probably fix that, huh? Alright. So in this thing you're watching right now, I'm going to be creating a simple Thomas and Friends game using the programming language Visual Basic. 1, because that language is pretty easy. And 2, it's pretty much the only programming language that I know. So basically how the game's going to work is it's going to be really simple. There's going to be 10 different engines and you're just going to have to guess the correct number for each engine. An example would be Thomas. He's the number 1 engine, so there will be 4 different buttons to click. Each one has a different number. You click the right number, you get a point. If you click the wrong number, you get no points. And then by the end of the game, the program will give you your score out of 10, and depending on what you got, so let's say 1 to 3, you got 1 to 3 right, it's going to say something like, man, you're a poopy head. And then if it's 4 to 6, it's going to say you're okay. And then from 7 to 10, it's going to be like, wow, you're really useful, or you get your own branch line now. I'll work on it. Okay, so the first thing we had to do was take pictures of the engines, because we don't want the game to just be only words, right? So I took all the engines I needed for the game, took pictures of all of them without showing their numbers. Obviously, we're not going to be cheating like that. Then put them into my computer. Afterwards, I had to design the forms, which is basically, think of it as like the user interface. And after doing that and putting in the images, we came up with a problem. For some reason, when we put in an image, it would be upside down. So after Googling for a little bit, I came up with a line of code that would solve the problem by putting it in the load sub. Now, the load sub inside Visual Basic is basically you put anything in there whenever you want something done before the form loads. So think about it like this. If I tell the computer, or program in this case, in the subform that I want these images flipped the right way, it will do all of that before the form even loads for the player or user. Alright, so here we have the finished game, which actually didn't take me that long. It probably took me about 2 hours to do, so that's honestly really good. The actual programming itself wasn't actually that bad, so we didn't come through many problems. But here it is. Here's the game, and I'm going to play it. I have tested it a few times just to make sure that everything works. As you can see, we have the starting menu here. So let's guess the engine number with a nice picture of Thomas. And then once we click on that, we'll reach the first question. What is the number of this engine? All right, this is pretty obvious. That's Thomas. Thomas is the number 1 engine. No difficulty there. All right, now we reach Henry. What is the number of this engine? Okay, this one's also pretty easy. 3, Henry, come on now. Gordon. Okay. This one's kind of hard, okay? I think it's 2. I always mix up Edward and Gordon. So it's most likely 2. James. All right. This one's a pretty easy one. 50. Come on. Percy. Okay. I'm between 12 and 10 million. But I think 10 million is the right answer, so I'm just going to go with that. All right. Diesel. All right. Diesel's my favorite character, so obviously I would know his number. 9. Diesel 10. All right. Here's a tricky one. Because even though Diesel 10 has 10 in his name, I know that he doesn't actually have the number 10 on him. So this one's going to be an easy no number. Hurricane, okay. Didn't even know Hurricane had a number, so I'm just going to go with the most obvious one. 20,385. And Edward. I'm just going to go with the really big number and assume that's the right answer, so 3 out of 10, you are trash.